He was a Maia, an immortal spirit sent by the Valar, the godlike beings of Middle-earth, to aid its people against the rising darkness. Disguised as an old man, Gandalf walked among elves, dwarves, and men, not to command them, but to inspire them, to unite them against the growing threat of Sauron. Yet Gandalf was different from the other wizards. Saruman craved power, Radagast drifted into obscurity, and the blue wizards disappeared into the east. Gandalf, however, remained steadfast. He wandered Middle-earth, forging alliances, learning its secrets, and always watching for signs of Sauron's return. His every step was part of a larger plan, though few knew how much rested on his shoulders. It was in the Shire where Gandalf found a spark of hope. He befriended the hobbits, those quiet folk who lived far from the troubles of the world. Among them, he saw something rare, an untapped resilience and courage. When he entrusted Frodo Baggins with the One Ring, many doubted the decision. After all, what could a mere hobbit achieve? But Gandalf saw what others could not. That strength is not always found in power, but in humility and kindness. But Gandalf's path was never easy. In the mines of Moria, he faced one of his greatest challenges, the Balrog of Morgoth. Ancient and terrible, the Balrog was a remnant of a darker age. On the narrow bridge of khazad-dûm, Gandalf made his stand. His booming words, "You shall not pass," echoed through the depths. The battle that followed was unlike any other. Gandalf and the Balrog plunged into the abyss, fighting through fire and shadow for days. Emerging victorious, Gandalf was reborn as Gandalf the White, stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. He returned just in time to free King Theoden of Rohan from Saruman's influence. Theoden, once a broken man, stood tall again, ready to lead his people into battle. Gandalf's presence turned the tide at Helm's Deep, where the riders of Rohan charged at dawn, saving the kingdom from certain destruction. As Gandalf the White, his role shifted from a wanderer to a true leader of Middle-earth's free peoples. He wasn't just a warrior, but a tactician and a diplomat, rallying the various factions into a united front. He formed alliances with the elves of Lothlorien, the men of Gondor, and the Rohirrim, ensuring they would fight together when the final battle came. Gandalf's bond with Aragorn deepened. He urged Aragorn to embrace his heritage as Isildur's heir and take his rightful place as King of Gondor. Without Gandalf's relentless guidance and belief in Aragorn's destiny, the kingdom might never have been restored. This mentorship was crucial, not just for Gondor, but for the survival of all Middle-earth. As the War of the Ring reached its peak, Gandalf became the glue holding the fragile coalition together. When Minas Tirith fell under siege, Gandalf personally defended the city. He stood on the walls, his staff glowing like a beacon of hope as the forces of Mordor battered the gates. His leadership kept the defenders fighting even in the darkest moments. But Gandalf's most daring move came at the Black Gate. He led a final desperate assault, not to defeat Sauron in open battle, but to create a distraction. He knew Frodo and Sam were close to Mount Doom. Every second mattered. If the eye of Sauron turned to them, all would be lost. Gandalf's gamble paid off. As the ring was destroyed, the Dark Tower crumbled, and Sauron's shadow was gone forever. With victory secured, Gandalf's mission was complete. Aragorn took his place as the rightful king, ushering in a new era of peace. But Gandalf did not remain. He had always known his time in Middle-earth was temporary. With Frodo, Bilbo, and the other ring-bearers, he sailed into the west, returning to the Undying Lands, a place of eternal peace. His story wasn't one of power or glory, but of sacrifice, wisdom, and unwavering hope. Gandalf never sought a throne or command of armies, yet without him, Middle-earth would have been lost. He was the light in the darkest of times, a guide for the lost, a mentor to the greatest heroes of the age, and a symbol of hope when all seemed lost. His legacy endures, a reminder that even the smallest acts of courage can change the fate of the world.